Hello everybody, what's up? SrSpookfest here. How we doing? There's already a person here. How we doing? Cheers. So, the other day we did a live investigation, Fort Monroe again. Got a lot of hits on the REM pod, actually. It was pretty interesting. Just asking for it to go off or turn off when it was going off. And I think 6, 7 times it went off when I asked it to shut off or turn it on when I asked it to turn on. Tonight we are doing the Halloween trivia history of Halloween. It is Halloween history trivia game. We'll be playing this in a few minutes. And I got the bell. Still, I'm hoping that will go off at some point when I'm on an investigation. Let's see if anybody else comes in here. If not, whatever. I'm just here hanging out. What's up, two people? Hello. Welcome to Trivia Night. We'll be playing this. Hello, SrSafari. Oh, I did, I said, I'm not sure how I did it before. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out in a minute. Ari, I'm not sure. I thought I just clicked on your name to be able to make someone a mod or... What's up, Spectral Whispers? Hello. Trivia night. We're going to do history of Halloween. Moderator. I don't know how to make people mods, so maybe I could do it next time. I'm not sure. Click and hold it, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out eventually. But what's up, everybody? Cheers. Trivia night. Do you know history of Halloween? I know some things. I looked at a few questions, but a lot of them are tricky. If you know any facts about Halloween, it's definitely a bit of a trickier one. I liked some of these questions; they're rather interesting. Do do. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me do anything. Oh, it just did it and then disappeared, you jerk. Ah, there we go. And I think you are a moderator now, SrSafari. Maybe. But, there you go. Now, I'll wait for another person or two, but, so, while I was walking around the moat last night, and this is a big moat at Fort Monroe, the story of the moat monster from the 1800s actually got a big splash in the water, and I was pretty surprised. Could just be a fish, probably just was a big fish. Still surprised me enough to where I was like, holy crap. You can't hear it that well on the live, but it did sound like somebody jumped in the water or something. The other thing is I didn't see any ripples in the water when I heard a big splash. So a little bit weird. Yeah, thank you, Spectral Whispers. You're welcome, SrSafari. So we'll probably do a couple questions here. Let's see what you guys know about the history of Halloween. Some of these I did not know at all. see what we got. Here's an easy one. We'll start with an easy question. Instead of candy, what did Charlie Brown get while trick or treating? A sandwich, a rock, nothing, or a penny? So instead of candy, what did Charlie Brown get instead of candy while trick or treating? A sandwich, a rock, nothing, or a penny? Take your time. You all got time. And I'll probably just do maybe half of these because it's going to take a while. But we'll save some. I still have some of the killers questions and some of the horror movie questions that I never went over. We could always throw in a few extra questions aside from the Halloween ones. I have a lot of different ones now. I didn't go through all the killers, and I didn't even go through all the horror movie ones either. But I'm pretty sure there's other people live, so not too many people in here. But 2 people, you both said a rock. 2 points. Automatic, it is a rock. If it lets me do that. A rock. Okay, next question. Let's see here. Which festival was responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints' Day, the Gruesome Gala, the Day of the Dead. So, which festival was responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints' Day, the Gruesome Gala, the Day of the Dead. Yeah, you all got like a minute. If you would like me to read it one more time, it was, what was the festival responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints' Day, the Gruesome Gala, or the Day of the Dead? Howdy. It's a lion mama. Hello. Welcome in. Trivia night. We're doing the history of Halloween trivia. So far, we've only had one question. This next question was what festival reportedly started or was responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints' Day, the Gruesome Gala, the Day of the Dead. I give you like another 20 seconds. Hi, Catlin. Welcome in. Who Spectral Whispers said Samhain. Samhain, yeah. Day of the Dead. I'm gonna give it. Hello. Spectral Whispers, you've won that one. It is the Festival of Samhain or Samhain. Next question. This one is during Halloween celebration, it is common to use candy this type of fruit: corn, pears, apples, plums. So what's as common as candy for Halloween? Corn, pears, apples, or plums? That one a lot of people know, probably because of razor blades and think there was only one case of that, actual case of that. So I'm just gonna give it to you because you guys all got it right. It's apples. Good job. Let's see. Catlin got it. Spectral Whispers, Ari Safari, and Bobbin for apples. Yes. Okay. Next question. Oh, this one's a little trickier. Instead of trick or treat, children of some parts of Mexico say this to ask for candy. Open up. I've scared away the monsters. I can't. I cast a spell on you. Can you give me my little skull? So, kids in Mexico, instead of trick or treat, what do they say? Open up. I've scared away the monsters. I'll cast a spell on you. Or can you give me my little skull? That one I wouldn't have known. So you all got like a minute. Think about it. Oh, I'm dropping cards. Okay, like 10, 15 seconds. And then I'm gonna tell you. This is just to get a ding if you get it right, and you get 1,000,000 points. Maybe one day when I'm doing these, I'll award stuff to people. So this one I just did. This is just a knife I carved. Put a shark tooth in it. It's nice. It's not done. I still have to sand it more, and then it needs lacquer and some other stuff. A little more work to it, but it's a cool knife. It's even got a cool grip on it, so you can put your fingers in it. But not bad. That one's a little better than the other one I've made. I got the other one right here, the big one. I've been making these, but this one isn't done yet either, but cool stone in it. So if you want a wand, one of these days I'll start selling them on here. But yeah, the rock, there's a gem in it. It's pretty cool. Just needs more sanding and shining. And the answer to that one, by the way, was, let's see what you guys said first. Open up, Spectral Whispers. Can you give me my little skull, Ari Safari? I'm gonna give it to Ari Safari. It is. Give me my little skull. Kind of makes sense in Mexico since they have the Day of the Dead and all that. They're very into skulls. I love skulls. Alright, this one is, on the night before Halloween, children in Des Moines, Iowa go door to door telling jokes, reciting poems, or dancing. What is this pre-Halloween festival called? Beggar's Night, Thieves' Night, Witches' Night, Prank Night. On the night before Halloween, children in Des Moines, Iowa go door to door, jokes, repeating poems, or dancing. What was this pre-Halloween festival called? Beggar's Night, Thieves' Night, Witches' Night, or Prank Night? Yeah, you know? The wife knows. So you got about a minute. You got a minute. And I just refound this guy. I forgot I even had him. Rah. 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 You have 25 seconds. On the night before Halloween, children in Des Moines, Iowa go out door to door dancing, telling jokes, reciting poems. What's the pre Halloween festival called? Beggar's Night, Thieves' Night, Witches' Night, or Prank Night? Let's see what you guys are saying. Witches' Night, Ari Safari, Prank Night, Spectral Whispers. It is Beggar's Night. I didn't know that one the first time I read it. Nobody won, but you all win. So, Beggar's Night, the night before. A lot of people call it Devil's Night or, yeah, Prank Night. Because people go around throwing eggs and toilet paper and all that crap before the night before Halloween, the Devil's Night. So, that one, I wouldn't have known that. I don't know Iowa that well. I know some people in Iowa, but I don't know Iowa very well. The tradition of Halloween originated with an ancient festival created by this culture: Scottish, Summer, Celtic, or Egyptian. This one you should get. The tradition of Halloween origins started with an ancient festival celebrated by this culture: Scottish, Sumner, Celtic, or Egyptian. That one we should know. I'll give you all a minute. Hi, 6 people. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. I hate that. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. How's everybody's night? How's everybody doing? So far, we've only done like 6 or 7 questions, but good job so far, guys. Alright, I'm gonna tell you, it is Celtic. Alright, Safari and Spectral Whispers. Nicely done. Thanks for playing with me. I'm learning as I go, because I knew that one, but some of these I did not know at all. Let's see. This is a good one. Though popular images in movies and art, a full moon on Halloween occurs roughly once every 6 years, 10 years, 15, or 19. There's one I didn't know. So, though it's popular in movies and art, on Halloween, when does a full moon usually occur? 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 19 years? That's kind of a tricky one. I did not know this. So when does a full moon occur? So a full moon, Halloween occurs roughly once every 6, 10, 15, or 19 years. I'll give you about a minute. It's either 6, 10, 15, or 19 years. Every full moon on a Halloween, that's when they... So, that's... Even if it's 6 years, that's still a long time. You have 25 seconds. Anybody else got a guess? Yeah, some of these are a lot harder. just because it's history of Halloween. It's not like Halloween traditions. Some of them are, but some of the history of Halloween is pretty crazy. Alright, time is up. It is 19 years. Spectral Whispers. I wouldn't have never guessed that one. I thought it would have been like every 6 or 10 years. It's every 19 years. I do wonder when the next Halloween will have a full moon. Is it 19 years ago? Maybe this one? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Alright, next question. Let's see. Uh, well, when is Halloween? I'm not even going to ask. First day of October, last day of October, second Saturday in October, third Saturday in October. We all know that's the last day of October, so you all win, automatically win. Halloween is on the 31st, the last day of October. So, winter solstice that we are celebrating. Next question, because that one was a junk question. What monster is pictured on the flag of Sicily? The Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Bigfoot, or a Minotaur? I'm dropping cards again. So, what monster is depicted on the flag of Sicily? The Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Bigfoot, or a Minotaur? A Minotaur is a guy with a bull head. In case you don't. So this one I might have got right. Whoops. I keep dropping it. I'll read that one more time. What monster is pictured on the flag of Sicily? The Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Bigfoot, or a Minotaur? I just watched a thing about this monster, so I would have probably got this right. I can say it's not that guy. Give you a hint. You have 10 seconds if you'd like to still guess. There's only 3 of us, but I really do appreciate anyone popping in. Hello. Okay, that one is Medusa. So, nobody wins, but you all win anyway, because who the hell cares? You all get 1,000,000 points. So, Medusa is on the flag of Sicily, which is really cool to have like an ancient monster or something like that on your flag. I would like that on my flag. In what year did the famous Haunted Mansion open in Disneyland, California? 1965, 1969, 1979, 1983. So in what year did the famous Haunted Mansion open in Disneyland in California? 65, 69, 79, or 83? Yeah, I just watched a whole program on Medusa and them telling the story of what happened to her and stuff. Hello, 5 people. In what year did famous Haunted Mansion open in Disneyland, California? 1965, 1969, 1979, or 1983? Let's see what you guys are saying. Ari Safari, 1979. Spectral Whispers, 1983. This is Disneyland, California, and it is 1969. So a lot of even older than I thought the haunted mansion was. I did not know that. I probably would have guessed 79 or 83 too. But good job anyway. So 1969, Haunted Mansion opened up in California. This one looks alright. Which story originated the Headless Horseman? The Raven, Dracula, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, The Telltale Heart. I actually got a picture of the Headless Horseman riding a chariot or, an actual, like, coffin wagon. Headless Horseman. And which story originated the Headless Horseman? The Raven, Dracula, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, The Telltale Heart. I'm only going to give you like 20 seconds for that one. You guys already got it. Spectral Whispers and Ari. Good job. Next question. That one was too easy. According to the research by the candy store, which is America's most beloved Halloween treat? Candy corn, Kit Kat, Snickers, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So, what's America's favorite candy for Halloween? Candy corn, Kit Kat, Snickers, or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups? I'll only give you like another 30 seconds for that one because it's pretty easy. I don't know what I did to my hand, but I think I burned my hand. Alright, I'm just going to answer that one because that one's easy too. And it is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. 8 peanut butter cups. Everybody should know Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the most famous candy for Halloween. Here's a bit of a longer question. According to the Nation Confectioners Association, around how many pounds of candy corn are produced each year? 5,000 pounds, 110 million pounds, 35 million pounds, or 80 million pounds. So according to the National Confection Association, around how many pounds of candy corn are produced each year? Hello, the Liberator 2.0. You're skip tracing the line, mama. So, how many pounds of candy corn are made each year? 5,000 pounds, 110 million pounds, 35 million pounds, or 80,000 pounds? Thanks for jumping in. How you doing? If you know this, I'll be surprised. I never knew this. What a random question about candy corn. How much candy corn each year is produced? 5,000 pounds, 110 million pounds, 35 million pounds, 80,000 pounds. I'll give you a little bit. Take a guess if you want. You have 15 seconds. Let's see what you guys are saying. Too much. Yes, Catlin, too much. I don't even like candy corn. Ari Safari said 110 million pounds of candy corn. Spectre Whispers, 80,000 pounds of candy corn. Nutshell, hello, 80,000 pounds. It is 35 million pounds of candy corn each year. For 35 million pounds of candy corn. How the hell do we eat that much? I don't think we need that much. 35 million pounds of candy corn. Don't even like it. Okay, next question. Oh my god. Do you guys like candy corn? I don't really like. It's so gross. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking corn. Why would we make 35 million pounds? Like, is that for the whole world? I hope that's for the whole world. We like ship it out. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. What do you win? What do we win? Nothing. You get a bell ring if you get the answer right. But eventually, when I actually have more of these and stuff, if I do another trivia, and I'll do more trivia, but I make wands and all sorts of cool things. Knives. Um, the prizes might be these if I do a full one where you can actually go. So I put a shark tooth into this. It's just a wooden knife, but I have other wands and stuff. I think I have them in here. And a big knife. In case you need a vampire killing kit, I'm making one of those too. I just need to make the box and stuff. Yeah, some of these never really got finished, but I make wands. So it's just a stick, but they're pretty. This one's got silver. It's got real witch symbols all over it and stuff. This one's pretty cool. It usually has a big crystal that sticks out of the end of it there. It's not in there right now. But that one had a crystal in it too. I put a silver handle on it. This one's just one I whipped up. I don't think I ever even finished it. But right now this one's my best one. I just had put the stone in and it's not done. I still got a bunch of work to do on it, but it's nice. So eventually I will have actual prizes, but you love crystals? I have a bunch. And we still have a twisted wands up here that with the branches that are all twisted. Yeah, I gotta come steal some more of your twisty vines out in your backyard, Spectral Whispers. Did this one I'm not so sure about. I don't know this one. Here's a weird one. Which TV show episode did not air as a Halloween episode? Bob's Burgers Full Bars, Community Horror Fiction and Seven Spooky Steps, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Hush, The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 5. I don't know if anybody's gonna know that, so I'm just gonna say it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Hush. I don't even know what that is. So we'll just go to the next question. I'm not sure on that one. But thanks for coming in, Nutshell, and all these other people that I've never seen before. I really do appreciate it. Catlin, the Liberator, Nutshell. Yeah, so the wands that I make, I do usually incorporate a crystal or rock. You can't really see that one that well right now, but it's actually really shiny and cool. It's a green stone. I'm not even sure if it's like aquamarine or whatever. That's an episode where those men are floating around and none of the people can talk. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watched that TV show. I did not remember that. I did love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show and the movie. Ooh, ee, ah, ah, ee, ooh. When he does that, dude, I was cracking up the first time I watched that Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. Ooh, ee, ah, and he just wouldn't die. Did you die already? Which of these famous books is not about Halloween? Something Wicked This Way Comes, Room on the Broom, Unnatural Creatures, Stumpkin. I don't know what Stumpkin is, but which of these famous books is not about Halloween? Something Wicked This Way Comes, Room on the Broom, Unnatural Creatures, and Stumpkin. So, y'all get a minute? They were creepy, like Skeletor looking dudes. I can't remember that one. I did love Buffy, though. Catlin said something wicked this way may come. Stumpkin. Something wicked with this may some. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you the answer. It was Unnatural Creatures. So that's not a Halloween book about Halloween, which I wouldn't have never guessed. So one of the famous books not about Halloween is Unnatural Creatures. All the rest, Stumpkin is, Room on the Broom, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. I've never heard of Stumpkin. Okay, next question. Yeah, see, I'm learning stuff with you guys. I have no idea on some of these. Commonly handed out on Halloween, during what decade did the fun size candy bar originate? So, what year did the fun size bar candy bars come out? 1940s, 1960s, 1930s, or 1950s? So, how old, what year did the little cute candy bars, bite sized candy bars, come out? 40s, 60s, 30s, or 50s? I'll give you a minute. I don't think I would have ever guessed this one either. Yeah, I'm guessing it is a children's book, the Uncommonly Creatures one. So you 50s, 50s, 60s, 50s. Anybody else got a guess? So the Liberator said 50s, Catlin said 50s, Spectre Whisper said 60s, and Ari Safari said 60s. Guess what? It was the 30s. I had no idea either, so we all win anyway. um, so the people that might be new here, check out some of my investigations, check out some of my other trivia games. I have a lot of videos. Ghost Hunts and More, it has a lot of my investigations for paranormal. You can check out the last live I did for an investigation. I actually got really good hits on it, if you're into that kind of thing. If not, that's fine. Did you say depression size candy bar? Oh wow, depression size. Catlin, that's funny. Uh, Stumpkins is a kid's book from sure. I thought it sounded familiar. See, I didn't know. I'm older, so that must have after my time. Yeah, I can't believe that it was the 30s they came out with those little. 1930 came out with the little candy bar. Let's read another question here. I would have never guessed the 30s they came out with miniature candy bars. Ah, here's a good one. Yeah, I knew this one, but oh, you used to be a librarian. Oh, then you should know a lot of this and anything on books. Which small baked good traditionally made to commemorate the deceased on Halloween, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day? Shortbread skull, gravestone bread, soul cake, or ghost rolls. So, which small round pastry was traditionally made to commemorate the deceased on Halloween, All Saints' Day, and All Souls' Day? Shortbread skull, gravestone bread, soul cake, or ghost rolls? I'll give you about a minute. In the 1930s, would they be making tiny candy bars? I guess. Ari Safari says ghost rolls. Catlin says soul cake. You still have like 30 something seconds. Hey, Michael. What's going on, dude?
Well, I know that guy.
You know that guy? You can say hi?
Hi.
Bye. Okay, so that one. Which small round baked good is traditionally made to commemorate the deceased on Halloween, All Saints' Day, and All Souls' Day? It is soul cake. Who got soul cake? We got Caitlin, Catlin, Spectral Whispers. I actually knew that one, soul cake. Do a few more here. So this one looks a little longer. Alright, this one is in the 16th century, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and the Isles of Man. That was the custom of going house to house in costumes, reciting verses of songs exchanged for food called trick or treating, mumming and guising, souling and ghosting. None of the above. It was not a custom. So, in the 16th century, in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and the Isle of Man, what custom, going house to house costume, reciting verses of songs or exchange for food, was called trick or treating? Mumming and guising, souling and ghosting? None of the above. It wasn't a custom. You got like a minute. I'm friends with people over the sea there, over the pond. They'd know this. I didn't know this. I had no clue on that one. So what was the custom in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and the Isles of Man? Was it trick or treating, mumming and guising, souling and ghosting? None of the above. You got 15 seconds. We got some none of the aboves, none of the above. Catlin, Michael Birkin, Spectral Whispers, Ari Safari, and a nutshell, none of the above. This one is actually mumming and guising. I would have never really known that. I don't know anything about that type of thing. Trick or treating, that's the only one I know from over here, but it is mumming and guising on the card. I swear. I don't know if you could see it. Mumming and guising. Okay. Next question. Say what? Yeah, that's mumming and guising. So before trick or treating was mumming and guising. Wow, that caught me off guard. Usually it's none of the above on a question. I know, man. Some of these are harder than you would think. It's history of Halloween, so it's just fun. I'm learning. You're learning. A city of Keene, New Hampshire, holds Guinness World Record for the most illuminated jack-o'-lanterns on display. How many were there? 3,581, 13,581, 30,581, or 103,581. So in the city of Keene, New Hampshire, it holds the Guinness World Record for the most jack-o'-lanterns lit. How many jack-o'-lanterns were lit? 3,581, 13,580, 30,580, 103,581. Whew.
I don't miss all the videos. I heard this cool song. It's like the workout one. Miss.
Okay, we got some answers. Let's see what you
What
guys
is the
said.
answer?
Catlin 30,000, Ari Safari 13,500,
I
Spectral
wanna
Whispers
see him.
13,000, I'm Michael Birkin 103,000.
Hi, Parker.
So, Catlin wins. Catlin's got it right, 30,581. That's a lot of pumpkins.
Oh, this is a cool movie.
Okay, we'll do a few more questions here. But, holy crap, 30,581 pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns lit up all at once. That must have been crazy. I think I seen something about it years ago. I do have the Guinness World Record books, so it's probably in one of those that I have. Quit jumping. I'm gonna have to yell at my kid. Quit jumping!
I'm not jumping. I'm doing this.
Go play.
I'm doing this.
Oh, this one's a little different. What was the fear of Halloween also known as? Scolionophobia, cellophobia, santophobia, samphanophobia. That one's too hard. You guys trying to be spelling that, so that's Samhainophobia. If you are afraid of Halloween, it's Samhainophobia, which makes sense because Samhain. I'm almost done anyway. I'm just going to do a few more questions. If you guys want a different question other than history of Halloween, I do have killers, and then I have horror movie trivia questions. I'll do one more for the history of Halloween, and then maybe we'll do a horror movie one or two. Maybe you guys would know this. I did not even know this at all. Which Jewish holiday where people dressed up in costume is similar to Halloween? Tu B'Shvat, Shemifat Torah, Purim, Sukkot. Sukkot. I swear I am not. That one's Purim. I don't think we're gonna know that one. I don't think anybody knows that. So the Jewish holiday where they dress up in costume is Purim, but the bottom answer was Sukkot. I'll do a different one for the history of Halloween here. And then we'll try a different category. We'll do some horror movie ones. Halloween was originally the contraction for the All Hallowed event, the Hallowed entrance, the Evening of Howls, the Howls Evening. So, Halloween was originally a contraction for the Hallowed event, the Hallowed entrance, the Evening of Howls, or All Hallows Evening. Alright, we got some answer. I'll give everybody a few more seconds here. Spectra Whispers saying Hallows Evening. Michael Birkin, Hallowed Evening. Catlin, All Hallows Evening. Hallows Evening of Hallows. Okay, so that one was All Hallows Evening. A bunch of winners, good job. We'll try a different one. We'll do some horror movie trivia. I have done this one before, but some of the questions I didn't get to. And we'll just see if you know anything on horror movie trivia real quick. I don't want to mix these up. Come here. Okay, I don't want to mix all my cards. Here's an easy one. I'll start with the horror movie one. We're doing some horror movie trivia. Norman Bates is which character in the following films? Dial M for Murder, The Exorcist, The Omen, or Psycho? So I'll give you about a minute. Yeah, and you could put 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you want to do it that way. That's Bimble with Bruce. Hello. I've seen you around, Bimble with Bruce. Starting off with an easy one. We'll just do a few of these and then I'm probably just going to end it. I've been doing almost an hour. Maybe have a little after chat of the trivia. Talk about some of my investigations and some of the crazy stuff that's happened to me. What's going on, 7 people? So, we have a bunch. Bimble with Bruce says number 4, which is Psycho. Catlin, Psycho. Michael Birkin, Ari Safari. I put a link in the Discord, yo. Thank you. And you are all correct. It is Psycho. Let's try a bit of a harder one here. Not harder to me, but it could be to you, so let's see. Which of the following films is not based on a story by Stephen King? Rosemary's Baby, The Mist, The Shining, or Misery? So, which of the following is not based on a Stephen King story? Rosemary's Baby, The Mist, The Shining, or Misery? As you could probably see, I love all horror movies, so a lot of these I knew, but some of them I didn't. Some of them are actually really tricky questions. Gotta go through some more of these, see if I can find one I know I haven't done. Got like 20 seconds. Some of these are so easy, I can't do it. Ah, there's a tricky one. Alright, let's see what you guys said for that last question. So, we got Michael Birkin saying Rosemary's Baby, Catlin, Rosemary's Baby, Rosemary's Baby. Our Safari put an arrow. Yes, you are all correct. Yay! I did get a shark tooth to stick in there, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna sand it down more. And you can sharpen this actually to use it. This can be a real knife. I don't have it sharp because I actually already almost sliced my hand while I was carving it with it, so I unsharpened it. But you are all correct on that one. Next question. Alright, let's see. Everyone remembers Jamie Lee Curtis' iconic role, Laurie Strode, in the Halloween franchise. Who was her famous mother? Grace Kelly, Janet Leigh, Audrey Hepburn, Ava Marie Saint. So, who is Jamie Lee Curtis's mother? Grace Kelly, Janet Leigh, Audrey Hepburn, Ava Marie Saint. Does anyone know her mom? Jamie Lee Curtis's mom was Grace Kelly, Janet Leigh, Audrey Hepburn, or Ava Marie Saint. I'll give you about a minute. I got lazy with typing out the word. It's fine. It worked. We'll do a few more of these and then we'll just chat. It's an okay one. I'm just gonna load that maybe. We'll do like a couple more here. So I got a bunch of answers here. Okay, so if you guessed Janet Leigh, you are correct. Great job, Ari Safari and Spectral Whispers. You too, Catlin, even though you didn't get it. Doesn't matter, you get a bell ring. So, we'll do two more here. That is too easy. If I double them too easy, I'm not even gonna... Nope. Some of these are just too easy. Jeez. Sometimes people get this one wrong. I just watched it this morning, so. In The Shining, what is the room number that Jack Torrance encounters a young lady having a bath? 666, 146, 528, 237. What is the room number in The Shining that Jack Torrance sees a woman taking a bath? 666, 146, 528, or 237? Any other guesses? I'll give you 10 seconds. It's room 237. No clue. That's okay. 237. Something to do with the moon landing too. But Ari Safari, Spectral Whispers, you've won. You win a hug the next time I see you. Do one more. Which famous actor has been in both Dracula and Wolfman? Steve McQueen, Bela Lugosi, James Dean, Boris Karloff. Which famous actor has been in both Dracula and Wolfman? Steve McQueen, Bela Lugosi, James Dean, Boris Karloff. I'll give you a moment, and then we'll just chat for a few minutes. Let's see. What'd you say? It's Bela Lugosi. We got Spectral Whispers, Michael Birkin, our safari, no clue. You still get a bell. Michael Burke and my aunt went there and did a tour, and she claimed to have been touched. I told her it was by the twins. You're talking the Washington Hotel or the Stanley Hotel, or because that actually is based off a couple hotels, I think. I can't quite remember, but I have always wanted to go there. That would be cool. So that one was Bella. I'm just gonna stop trivia for now. But what is everybody up to? How is everyone doing? Thank you for coming in. Seriously. Maybe I'll just tell a story. Even maybe just talk about what happened during my last live. The Stanley. So my grandmother actually worked at Mount Washington, and she got chased by a bear on the golf course. And she always swore that that hotel up there is definitely haunted. And I believe Stephen King stayed there. Um, Took some of his stories of from the Stanley too. Yeah. So anyone in here see the live? Well, I know Ari did, and I think Michael Birkin jumped in. And on that live, you couldn't really hear the splash in the water when I was talking about the Moat Monster, but I definitely heard it. It sounded like somebody actually jumped in the freaking water. I wish I was just filming because it would have picked it up better. But I think that one is too far short. Me. Okay. But I reviewed my live investigation next to the Canon station, and actually, I think it was 7 or 8 times I had asked the REM pod to go off. It went off, and then I asked it to stop, and it would stop. So once you start to get that kind of reaction out of it, it seems a little more weird, unless I'm just super lucky. I don't think I'm that lucky. Um, every time I go there, I definitely get weird feelings. I definitely want to go and walk around the fort again on the inside and see if I can see any more shadow figures. I really thought I caught it that time, the first time I did an investigation inside the fort. I was there, I heard it. Yeah, on the live. Well, come on to Virginia. I'll take you on an adventure. We'll try and do some investigation somewhere. I definitely want to get to some of the battlefields around me. So Williamsburg, Yorktown, Jamestown, the War Triangle or the Battlefield Triangle. Very interesting to me. And there's hundreds of little houses and like old houses from 1800s. I just did one called the Hunter House, and every item from that family was still in the house the same way the house was set up back in the 1800s. Um, that was a traveling family. The women travel all over the world. I mean, I think they even had a tour to North Pole. They did things like crazy back then. For back then, traveling like that must have taken months. Very cool history of that house. That's in Norfolk, Virginia. There's another building down the road that's called Lee Hall, and that's a huge, like an old big plantation house, big mansion. I want to get to that, do a tour during the day, and then at night see if I can ask and go back and just outside of the house, or even if I could go in and do an investigation, see if I can find anything. Jamestown's definitely a big one that I want to get to because Pocahontas, John Smith, all of those people, Powhatan, the chief of the Indians from around this area, or the king. He was actually king. That's why Pocahontas was a princess. even though technically she had other brothers and sisters. They weren't princesses or princes or anything. What else is around here? Oh, I got to get to Blackbeard's beheading spot and where they hung his head on a pike for years. That's in Hampton, right up the road from me. There is Treasure Island or Blackbeard's Island. I would love if I can get over to that at some point. I do have people that might have a jet ski that I could ask to go and see the freaking Treasure Island where they say Blackbeard buried some treasure. I got to get my metal detector going. Once in a while, he'll say it was a ghost or, you know, um, so we have stuff at this house happen. It happens all the time. Harder to catch than you would know. I've tried a lot at this house to do investigations. I've gotten some stuff, but yeah, we have a ghost cat. He's said he's definitely seen the shadow of the ghost cat going by. I've seen it. Alicia's seen it, and it's just a little ball. Looks like kind of like the size of a cat, little shadow thing. I think I've seen that 4 or 5 times now, and other people have seen it in the house. We had friends come over and stay, and one of the girls asked when she was sleeping on the couch, "Is there something running around? Do you have a cat?" So I've definitely had hits out on this front porch, the side yard. A couple of times that I've done investigations here, I've gotten hung or um, something about the tree. There's a big tree over there. There's a big tree in my yard. So there might be something to do with stuff on that tree or something happened around here way back. I mean, some of the first ships that landed here from the 1600s on Sarah Constance Beach, some of the first African Americans to step foot on the United States were right over there. They all got taken to Jamestown. Those were the first African Americans in the United States. Catlin, our daughter told me sometimes I sleep with mommy, and I saw, yeah, when we meeting home for my in-laws, and she said you can't see her anymore, mommy. She was 3. So kids are definitely more open, I would say, and you should listen to them because they're probably having some small experience or something might be actually happening, and a lot of the time people brush it off. I know when I think I was 8 or 9, and I had taken out the Ouija board at my grandparents' house down in Cape Cod, and I was playing with it, and they were like, whatever. My parents are out in the kitchen, and the planchette moved, and I freaked out, started crying, and told my parents. They were like, "You're just imagining things. You might have kicked the board." Maybe I did kick the board. I don't know. At that point, I didn't believe in anything until I saw my first shadow figure at Paul A. Dever in the Bridgewater Triangle area, an old insane asylum with my friends. Very cool, by the way, Catlin. Um, yeah, I would listen because I think, yeah, my son was about 3, and we were doing a spirit box session, and his grandfather had just passed away, and the radio actually said, "Hey, bud," and that's what he used to say to him all the time, and he was like walking up when it said that, and it said, "Hey, bud," and we were all like, "Whoa, that's even sounded like my father-in-law." Very cool one. That's actually on video. I have so many videos. It's not even funny. You were about 3 when you first saw your first shadow figure. Yeah, it's very weird. So I was with 7 of my friends, and we all saw it. I even thought I was gonna get in trouble. I put my hands up. We thought it was security, and then we realized it's only like 4.5 feet tall, full shadow figure. You could kind of see through him. but then he ran through the grass and actually took off across the field, and you could see the grass move, hit a brick wall, and just disappeared. And we all jumped up and ran and went looking for this person. We thought it was a real person. Spent like an extra half an hour just looking for somebody around the area. Nobody. Um, that was my first actual apparition, shadow person. I tell this story all the time just because that's really what switched me from not really believing in anything. Like, I did not think ghosts could be real or move anything or do anything, and that was around the time I was watching Taps, and I was into all the ghost stuff. I loved all scary things, so I wanted to believe, but I didn't believe until that moment. You were 13 when you had your first paranormal experience. Yep, so I was probably 16, 15, 16 when I had my first one with the shadow figure. I've had a lot of other weird things happen. Um, so when I was like 14, my sister was like 16. She took her old Ouija board she got from like an antique shop, like an actual Ouija board made out of wood, an old one that you could tell somebody had made. And her and her two friends did a Ouija board session in the basement in Bridgewater Triangle. And it's videotaped. They used my camera, but it's an old videotape. I have to get it switched over from high 8 tape. But you can hear Native American drumming and chanting. What we didn't know back then was there's a Native American graveyard right near that house where they were doing that Ouija board. And it was 38 Native Americans buried in a mass grave, unnamed. They were the workers for that town. And yeah, that we didn't. And when we watched the video back, me and my sister, I remember just being like, "You're kidding, right? Like, this is a joke. Lights are flashing. You can hear drumming. You can hear Native American chanting." So when I get that tape and I can put it up on here, I have witnesses. There's three other people that were at. I wasn't even there. I just saw the tape after they did the little session with the Ouija board. But I really do appreciate you guys all coming in, playing trivia, telling me stories. I'm probably going to end this here, but I'll be back. I'm not sure if my next investigation will be live or if I'll just film it and see what I get. I'm not even sure where I'm going yet. I don't know if it's going to be Fort Monroe again or if it's going to be one of the buildings or one of the battlefields. I gotta really think about it. And thanks, Bumble Bruce. Bimble with Bruce. I've definitely seen you on other channels and lives and stuff. I'm pretty sure I've said what's up to you before. But have a good night, everybody. Thanks again. Check out some of my past investigations. Check out some of my funny videos. I have so much. You'll never run out of videos. You could probably watch my videos for a year. By Ari Safari, by Spectral Whispers, Bimble with Bruce, Cat Lynn, thank you guys, Michael Birkin. Seriously, thank you for coming in, everybody. I have fun doing this. It's just fun to do something other than ghost hunting all the time. Alright guys, I'm out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. There, you're good.